I have been really bad at taking videos the last couple of weeks. We have had a lot going on with the kids, sickness, just general stuff. And I haven't had the energy to film as much as I would have liked to the last couple of weeks. But we have been getting a lot of stuff done. So I thought that I could take a couple minutes to give you an update on where we are going to have the sheep in a couple of weeks. We spent a lot of hours over the last couple of weeks cleaning out the stables. We've been setting up poles for the fence, been clearing out the woods. It's been a lot of physical labor. But I would say we're about 80% of the way ready now to have the sheep here after midsummer, which will be towards the end of June. So I'm going to give you a quick tour, a quick walk around the fields, show you what we've done and what's left. So here is the field that the sheep will be grazing in. And as you can see, there are poles up for the fencing. We're going to do a electric fence that runs down along here, along the edge of the field there before it goes down to the bigger open field by the tree line here. And it will go back about, maybe 100 or 200 feet from here, back into the woods. I'm going to take a walk back there in a second to show you what we've cleared out. But yeah, it's going to be an electric fence with 4 wires. It's important that we have one quite low so the sheep can't crawl under it. Hopefully we won't need a 5th one on the top. We'll see if they start trying to jump out of here or not. But we're hoping that they're not the kind of sheep that are going to try to escape. But you never know. So that's the update on the fencing. We have pretty much all the poles up except for like 2 that are going to go here. And then we're going to leave on the opposite side of that tree there. We're going to leave that side open. So you don't need to open up the fence to get into the stable door there. And then the sheep will be able to get in and out on the backside door. Whenever they need to go in and out of the stable. So yeah, that's an update on the fencing. There's not much left to do on that side of things. And here you can see that there's still a little bit left, but this pile was probably about 10 times, maybe even 15 times bigger. What was it? Yesterday or the day before. And I've been chipping everything. I had the wood chipper down here, chipping everything in the quad and bringing it up to over by the greenhouse so we can use it for the garden. But there's a little bit left to chip here and over here and a little bit over there. And then this stuff I'm going to drag out with the quad when I get all the rest of the stuff chipped up. But all of this stuff came from in here. So I think I'll try to stitch in a video. I took a video back here, I think in the previous video. So you can see that it's a lot more open, but it's still a little bit tight. We were talking to the lady who's going to have her sheep here, and she said it'd be a good thing if we left some of these trees up, and then when we want to take some down when the sheep are here, they'll be able to eat the leaves and the branches off the trees. It'll be a good snack for them to have. And then we can slowly try to rinse out some more birch in here. We don't want to have so many clustered as there are today, especially these really skinny ones. But we'll definitely leave a couple left, and I think it will look really pretty back here, and hopefully we'll get some more sun back here and more grass and other plants will start to grow up instead of just all these leaves and moss. It's been quite shaded back here, so it gets damp, and moss wants to grow back here. But wow, I'm actually realizing right now how much we did this weekend. I had Ebba's brother here, Hugo, helping out. And not only did we cut all this stuff down, but we dragged it all out. So yeah, it really looks a lot better. And the fencing up here, this is what I was talking about, goes right here. So this is what the edge of the fencing will be. And there was actually a lot of poles left here, but we had to move them a bit because of the way this moss has been growing up. We need to make sure that the bottom cable, the bottom electric wire isn't going to touch anything on the ground, because then the electricity will just go into the ground. It will be basically useless. So I had to move some of the poles strategically, so we could run the wires without them hitting any of the moss or the ground anywhere. But yeah, so the fencing will come up to here, and the sheep will have this whole entire area to graze in, and then on the other side of the bush as well. And then this small patch behind the barn here, that we'll end the fencing at where the white part of the wall is. We have a door there that we use in the winter time, so we don't want to close that in. So this is where they'll be grazing. Like I said, it's about 80% ready. We need to get there's like I don't know what it's called actually, but the box that you plug all of the fencing in, so it's electrified. We need to get that hooked up. There's an outlet right there, and then run all the wiring, which will probably be about another day's job. It's probably a couple miles of wire that we're going to need to run. It's hard to say. I don't know, 4 wires times, what can it be? A couple hundred feet. So yeah, maybe, I don't know, around a mile of wire we're going to need. But after that's up, then this field will be ready to have the sheep in them. And now we'll go into the stable. And the last time, I think I showed a little bit in here, but we've cleaned out a lot of stuff in here. We got all the lights replaced. We took down a shelf that was on the wall over here, and cleaned out a bunch of garbage. And there was in this box, there was an old moldy cabinet, which we got rid of. We cleared out, there's some hay, and there's even some leftover poop from a couple sheep that were in here a couple of months ago that escaped. So we got everything cleared out. Everything's somewhat clean now. We dusted down the ceilings. We got the water working in here again. There was a pipe that broke in the garage, and luckily it was a pretty easy fix. And I replaced the tap on here. So now we have water. I think the lady that has the sheep, she said she's going to have the food for the sheep in here, and leave this door. You can actually open this door all the way, leave it open so the sheep can come and go as they please. And we may put some kind of gate here so they can't get past this part of the stables. And then this is where they'll be sleeping. So obviously right now there's nothing in here, but I think there'll be some kind of hay or something on the ground, or straw, that they'll be able to sleep on. And in the summertime, we will leave this door open, and this is where they'll be able to come out and go outside as they please. I don't really know how it's going to work in the night times, if they need to come in every night, or if they'll just go in by themselves, or if we need to close the door. We're new at this, so we're learning as we go. And I think this is going to be a cool experience to learn a little bit and not actually have the full responsibility of sheep. So we're really looking forward to it. Yeah. So that's about it on the update for the sheep and the stables. Like I said, it's been a lot of hard work, but this type of stuff I think is kind of fun when you're done with it, because you can look at everything you've accomplished And now we know that there's going to be sheep here to help keep all the growth back, at least for the foreseeable future. And we won't have to do that much anymore, and it will look a lot nicer. And I think it'll be really cool for the kids to be here down here with the sheep, and yeah, see what it's like to have animals on the property. Yeah, that's about it. It's been a little bit chilly the last couple of days here. This morning I woke up and it was -2 Celsius, so must be like 28 degrees, give or take. So we still had frost, even in May. We did put some of the stuff that we're growing out in the greenhouse, but everything was okay. It made it through the night. It stays a little bit protected there in the greenhouse. But we're hoping that the weather's going to warm up a little bit so we can start planting the flowers and stuff outside. But other than that, yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of we cut down a bunch of trees in the backyard, and I've been splitting wood back there, which I think will also be a part of this video. There's gonna be a lot of, what do you call it, B-roll throughout this video, I think, because my filming has been so chaotic over the last couple of weeks, and yeah, hasn't been that consistent. So at least we'll have this update, even though I didn't film everything that we've done. You'll be able to get an idea of at least what has been done, and yeah, and then we'll see what comes next. There's another field that I have been working on opening up, and at some point we'll probably try to put fencing up there. That's about it, and we'll see you next time.